Hey folks, Green Stuff Gav here. Just like to start by apologising if I sound a bit off, as I caught the COVID this week, so currently in isolation. But better news is this week we had a message from Michael from Oathsworn Miniatures. They often run competitions, and I actually won a prize in the last one, which is a limited release set of the Dwarfs. Oathsworn's produced before Burrows and Badgers. They did a lot of fantasy and still do things like the Sensible Shoes range, which is non-cheesecake female miniatures for RPGs and that. So, thought we'd open it up, we'd have a good look at the Dwarfs and see exactly what we got here. So, we're opening it upside down so you guys don't see my address info. Now, for those who don't know, Oathsworn deliveries all come in little plastic tubs with this lovely little sticker on it. So let's have a quick look. It's a fair old sized tub. Now, I don't know how many miniatures or what the miniatures look like. I just know they're dwarves. So, pecking peanuts. Let's have a look. Our bases, so it's designed for fantasy. Now, I ordered some actual Burrows and Badgers minis because I felt really bad about just having free postage. So we've got the armoured snake. So I'd just been painting up a load of armoured guys, so I thought these guys would fit as a sort of a town guard. They're all very similar in their aesthetic. Armour. Nice. But more importantly, a fair old pile of dwarves. Oh my word. Quite a few. Now, obviously, these are old casts, so Michael wasn't sure how many they'd be able to produce. But it looks like quite a few of them came out. So, just going to go through them one by one. We'll have a look. Nothing on the tabs. Dwarf with crossbow. Again, all the lovely little intricacies that Oathsworn are known for. I'll try and lay these out in case for regiments, but I quite like they're very they haven't got a lot of extra detail, like the GW Dwarfs at the moment are just festooned in stuff. Whereas these ones are a little bit more reserved. Naked Slayer guy. Shirtless rather. So. Lady Dwarf, no beard. Grappling hook. Again, Oathsworn always do like non-cheesecake female miniatures, so that's quite nice. Crew perhaps. Could be an engineer. Definitely a little bit more detail on these. In a little bit more bling. Very expressive faces. Classic drunken dwarf, mug in hand. Very cool. One of my favourite 6th edition dwarf models, that is. Another young lady, dwarf rogue perhaps. Again, lovely clean detail. Guy with mug. Loads of different layers, which would be nice to paint. Again, I don't know if these were designed as for a game in a particular game. That's cool. Another lady, runesmith or wizard, depending on your brand of fantasy. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know if they're designed for a game in particular, or if they're just generic fantasy, play an RPG or whatever. So this camera stand is a bit dodgy. That's brutal. Nice. Very heavily armoured guy. Love that shield design. Young lady. Bit of her cleavage showing there, but different from the other guys, girls. Can't open this one. Like this. Nice. Kurt hammer. So it's a bit of discolouring on this one. So I wonder, like say, Michael said that he'd have they had some issues with the moulds. So when they announced the contest, they said they weren't sure how many they'd actually managed to cast. Epoxy camera. I've tightened the nut up as much as I can. So. Yeah. Right. So that stays more. About this. Just too excited to get these guys open, or girls open. Another young lady. Most of this pack's been young ladies. Very cool with the big armoured belt. Dwarf with pint. Runic sword. You can tell these were a lot earlier because the weapons aren't as cleanly, finely sculpted as the current Burrows range. Again, some lovely intricate details with it. You've got some nice wide open spaces for painting. All these guys are carrying mugs. Quite funny. So I think bag 1 was a lot of young ladies. Bag 2, a lot of guys. This guy's very shiny, so you can't quite see the axe there. Again, these lovely cloaks. Be nice to paint. Almost like a smith. Could be a runesmith. Very cool double-headed axe. Flat dwarf. Don't know if you use them as casualty or just unit filler. Dead drunk, dropped his mug. Spillage. Another lovely intricate shield. Very heavily armoured guy. Almost like a scale pattern on his cloak. Young lady slayer. What's going on with that axe though? That's cool. It's 2 slayers. It's cool. Bit of parchment. Writing his book of grudges, perhaps. I don't know how GW that is. Well, dwarves are known for grudges in other fantasy. Slayer with point. Oh. Could be a long beard. Old man with no shirt. I'm really sorry for the sniffling. It's cool. Bar winch. Again, lovely little detailing. You got that lot of wide open spaces and then a small touch of detailing. Definitely be fun to paint. I'd definitely be tempted to for a unit filler to do some kegs for this, if these guys are a regiment. There's your musician, bagpipes. There you go, there's your guy with keg. Again, some lovely details. So theoretically you can have unit champion, standard bearer, musician. But no, some fantastic miniatures. Again, oh, I missed one. Michael's obviously been sculpting for a long time. And yeah, these are fantastic detail to them. So look forward to, I might paint them all up as a single regiment, I think. Especially with all the guys with the beers. But hopefully it's a bit good for you guys to see these miniatures. I'll obviously take some close-up photos and post them to the Facebook group. So anyone who hasn't got the opportunity to see them can have a look. Thanks for watching and have fun.